What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day out there. It is time to dive into our Halloween special lineup for reactions. And what are we doing today? Well, let's go ahead and listen to the first two tracks off of Alan Parsons' project, Tales of Mystery and Imagination, released 1976, their debut studio album. We're going to take the first two tracks here, A Dream Within a Dream, and then The Raven. Now, before we dive into this, years ago, I already listened to The Raven, so technically that particular track is not a first listen. However, the opening, A Dream Within a Dream, so many of you, as a matter of fact, a lot of you, and the majority of you, had said to take the first two tracks together, which I did not do at the time. Well, we're going to go ahead and fix that today by listening to these two together. And then a lot of you also had mentioned not to listen to the remix of the album because apparently Alan Parsons had gone back years later and changed some things. So, I don't know. I guess I should have checked beforehand. I don't know if this is the original or not. Hold on. Let me actually... I actually have no idea if this is the original or not. You know what? I should have probably checked that before before I pulled this up. I'm going to hope. But guess what? If not, it's not. But I'm gonna hope that it is. So anyways, let's go ahead and put on the headphones, settle ourselves in, and let's go ahead and give it a listen. Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. Steady bass coming in. They got the spooky shuffle in there. I love the way the bass came in, by the way, with that and the groove. Come on. I could play that bass line. Get out of here. Fantastic little explosion. Allows to drift on Those smooth keys just glistening. And I think the Raven's coming. Tip, tap, tapping. Very nice. Now the bass is a constant. I like how it allowed the leaves to fall. Bring it right back in.
Remains in my room, no matter how much I implore. No words can soothe him, no prayer remove him, and I must hear forevermore.
There's your crescendo. I mean, who has to say it? Who has to break the silence in the room and say that that is a fantastic twofer for opening the album? Are you kidding me? All right, so with Dream, so what I'm missing from that, and of course into the segue into Raven, is the bass line. The bass, to me, is just the heart, the spine, the groove, the rhyme, everything that has to do with this song. Of course, you have the obvious melodic explosions of synth and vocals that come in on the Raven, but let's all bring it back to the bass. One thing I really love is, of course, the bass line is just kind of plodding along at a very specific rhythmic pattern in the beginning, right? Kind of setting you up for something. Then the transition into Raven kind of brings that into full-fledged capabilities. But what I really like is with the Raven, the opening line, part of the opening line, which makes sense, obviously, if you're familiar with Edgar Allan Poe. The clock struck midnight. Through my sleeping, I heard a tapping at my door. Okay, one thing that I love is the tapping, the rapping, the knocking at the door is one of the most famous lines and, infamous things that you would hear in the Raven. And you would see repeated in the Raven in the poem. The bass, to me, acts as that. That's what it acts like. Because the rhythm shifts just a little bit when the line is spoken and when it transitions into that track. And I just think that that is such a neat, very minor, very minuscule little detail. But how greatly does that capture and change the tension from that familiar bass line, the pattern that we've heard in Dream, and now changing into Raven. I think that that is absolutely epic. What else is epic is the vocoder vocals. I think it sounds really cool in here. I think that in some places it wouldn't work, but can I tell you, for me, it works completely well here. Of course, going back to the normal clean vocals sung out. Nevermore, 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 with fantastic drumming. Of course, you have all the synth and keyboards that's wrapped up all around here. But I keep coming back to that bass line. I just think that that is the most intelligently played thing. That sounds so mean. That sounds like I'm saying that none of the other instruments are played intelligently. That's not what I meant. I just meant I really love how the bass captures a lot of the emotion in this track. Even in Raven, when the music slows down a little bit, the bass kind of helps bring down that cascade, And then when it rips back up, pop right back into it, into that groovy, funk-laden rhythm. I mean, how can you not like that? So, I'm not going to go over the lyrics because it's just the Raven, and I did that originally on the original reaction, so there's not really a reason for me to dive into that. So what is interesting is that I am pretty sure I've listened to the original version here because the remix features Orson Welles on narration. Guys, I'm telling you, if you have not seen it, pause this video, go watch Orson Welles whine. It's the funniest thing ever in my life. Now, what I can't find here, I want to see who's playing that bass on this particular track. It seems here it's going to be Joe Puerta. Now, who is Joe Puerta? He is one of the founders of the American group Ambrosia, and he's played with a lot of people. That's it. But what a fantastic bass line. And once again, it's simple, but sometimes the smallest and simplest details hold the most and grandest meanings. And I think that that bass line in here did that just wonderfully. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the tracks. You can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. Hope you're excited for the holiday season this year, especially here on the channel. Thank you as always for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.